Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Kai, and as y'all can see by today's video today, I am giving you guys some freshman tips for college and just giving you guys some tips on what to expect for your upcoming semester. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, tip number one, make sure you guys are on point with your work at all times, you know, it's not like high school. You just gotta make sure you're getting your work done and out the way so you'll be prepared for the next assignment. Let's say you was to delay your assignment and just wait till like a few weeks to do it. Not a few weeks, but let's say like a week. Before you know, the next assignment will be coming at you, and then you don't want all your assignments coming at you at one time. I would just recommend you just knock them out as soon as he give them to you, or at least within the next few days, and so you won't have a pile of assignments. And then you have to recognize that you have other classes to worry about as well to get those assignments done. Make sure your grades right in those classes, so make sure you're getting your assignments done on time. Alright, so this is tip number two. Tip number two is to make sure that you guys have a life outside of college. Now, coming out my first semester from last year, what I learned was that you need to balance your personal life and college, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself with straight college work when you need to have a life outside of college as well. I feel like this will be great for your mental health if you balance both at the same time, so you won't be overwhelmed by your work and just knowing that you have a life outside of college as well. Alright, so this is tip number three. Tip number three is to remember to not stress yourself out. And I said it because let's say you're in a situation where you have a lot of missing assignments. In this situation, you do not want to stress yourself out at all. That's the worst thing that you can possibly do in this situation. And also remember, in this situation, your professor is still going to give you more assignments on top of that. So get those assignments done one by one, but don't wait all semester to get these missing assignments out. Your professor is not going to take your assignment if it's too late. So and they also take points off if the longer you wait to turn it in. So get these assignments done. Alright, tip number four for social life. Do not try to fit into a friend group. Allow people to just come into your life naturally, and just allow just genuine friendships just to come, because you don't want to involve yourself or force yourself into a friend group you have no business in, and you don't even know these people. Let's say someone wants to come up to you, analyze them, see what type of energy they come with, and just be very careful if you end up in these situations, because you don't want them to have a bad influence on you and you end up doing what they doing. You don't want them to take you off your successful path in college. So if you do have a friend group, just make sure they're the right people for you. Make sure that they're gonna push you and keep you on the right path, and don't allow people in your life that's gonna have a negative impact on you while you're in college. Alright, so this is tip number five. Tip number five is to make sure that you guys are investing into a planner or some type of calendar. Now, this is going to be very important because you want to make sure that you guys are keeping up with your assignments at all times. You don't want missing assignments to keep on piling up on you. You don't know what assignment is coming up next. So make sure that you guys are writing down what assignments are coming up next for this day and this day. This is going to really help you become organized with your work. Alright, tip number six. Tip number six is just to put time into scholarships and putting in scholarships. And I say that because you want to have as much money as possible, especially if you're transferring from a 2-year to a 4-year, or let's just say you're just going straight to a 4-year college. You want to have as much money as possible, especially if you're living on your own. Alright, tip number 7 is going to be really important. Tip number 7 is just to make sure that you guys are getting the right amount of sleep. Without sleep, you won't be able to function in the classroom. You won't be able to perform like you want to. But make sure that you guys are getting the right amount of sleep. Alright, tip number 8, make sure that you guys are picking the right major. And I know it's easier said than done, but make sure that you guys are picking something that's in y'all interest, something that you guys are interested in, and make sure you pick a major that guarantees you that you'll be able to get a job out of. Tip number 9 is really just a message to tell y'all that college is not as hard as you guys think. I know people might gas it up and things like that, but if you guys are paying attention in the classroom and you guys are paying attention to you guys' professors and just staying on top of it, it's not hard. If I was to compare high school to college, I would say college got high school a little bit, but one thing you guys need to do is just to pay attention to you guys' professors, stay on top of you guys' work, and you guys will be fine. But that's the end of the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.